Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 12. Good guys, 4 down.
Now Wilson on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Back.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Quick, 380. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Good. You got tight.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I got it. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, big stop. Let's go.
Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
First down, Browns.
Right there, 56. Hey, tight.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, 36. Shift.
First carry now for Justice Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch twins. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Come on, D. Mike, 53. Mike. Check.
They'll drop the throw. He is going to find Hill here. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to swear you up. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Watch the run. Shift. Watch the shift.
49. Check 49.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch the twins. That's it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I got him.
Echo. Mike by 5. Mike 55. Mike by 5.
Stay with your man. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Back to throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Whip. Watch the whip. '54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. They can't hang with us.
2nd and 10. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run it with Hill. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
At the Browns' 1-yard line.
Now here's Hill. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now third and goal.
25, check 25, check.
Going to give it to Love. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check 4, check 4.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. 56, Mike. 56, right there, 56. Switch up. 56, the mic, boy.
Here's Wilson to throw. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Diva. 56. Mike 56, Mike.
On third down, Wilson.
Let's go, defense.
Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Black. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. No.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And the Browns first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check. Deuce.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Green 80. 49's the mic. Hey, I'm coming. Too quick.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
36 power.
They go play action with Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
53 is the mic. Hey, 53 is the mic. Okay, double up. 53 is the mic. 53.
They'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Right there. 56. Squeeze, double.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right here.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they work this out past the 25. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
53 is the mic. Let's go. 53 is the mic. 53.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 54. You let me read. Let's go, baby. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike's 5-4. Watch the screen.
He'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And some room to roam now. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Oh, you got deep?
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Man, they're not ready for this. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Watch 54.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to it. Let's get converted.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Push him back. Mike's 54.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Right there. 54, Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53. Blue Dan.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
53, check 53. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 25 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike, listen.
Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick up the ball. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, me and you.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mike, 56, right there, right there. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
From the 31, Wilson. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
49.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Block 49. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That's a screen. Pass. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
On second and 12, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the curve. 49's the Mike.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Switch. Hey, turn it up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Yup. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They give it to Hill running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You go night. Tell him go night. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Henry. Go. 53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53.
They'll drop the throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. It's our field. 66, pull it,
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check nickel. Stay at home.
Here's Hill one more time. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Target. Mike's 49.
Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Watch safety creeping. It's great. Come. Mike's 5-4.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the receiver. Mike's 54.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
54.
Back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
QB's trash. Let's go. Check. Get a roll. West. Hey, eat.
I'm on.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
He's crying. He's checking crack.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Justice Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock.
Here we go. Cut in left. Left half. Check three.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Set. Hey, no more. Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
Ready? Let's go. Fix the outlaw. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming after you. Mike.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.